Welcome to another episode of Fantasy Gravy. How you doing tonight, Stu?
I'm doing great. I don't have anybody playing tonight, and my opponent doesn't either, so I'm not having to worry about anything yet. Unlike some of the other fellas.
A lot of players going tonight. I got a touchdown from Zach Ertz, and I could use some garbage time out of OBJ right now.
Yeah, you really could. You're really looking like a...
I guess that's what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, Saquon Barkley going off. I'm glad I have him in our Dynasty League. But in our redraft league, the quest for the Bundy, Rod is loving it.
He is soaring like a eagle. They're whooping those Eagles to nowhere.
Saquon Barkley with 31.9 points. And there's still a quarter and a half to go.
Yeah, that's absurd. It's a great week for him. Rodney, we're going to talk about you here in a little bit.
Go ahead and let's get to our fantasy juggernauts, Stu. And it's a new segment we started. Your team has to score 130 plus points. Point
And
PPR
win.
needs to be a little bit higher than 100.
130 points and win. That is a stipulation.
And you got to win. You got to win, of course. But our number 3 juggernaut with 138.34 points was you, Stu, with your MVP, James Conner, coming in with 35.5 points.
I was just behind number 2 by hundredths of a point. A little ridiculous.
And number 2 was Dixon, 138.42 points. His MVP, like it is every freaking week, Todd Gurley, with another 30-burger, 31.3 points.
Yeah. The only reason he beat me for second place is because my kicker got a goose egg.
He did. And then coming at number 1 is
Bradley Cooper. Brad Lucas at 155 points, 0.56. With
MVP OBJ, 34.02 points, and I'm kind of wishing he would save some of those for tonight.
Well, maybe if he becomes the quarterback for the Giants tonight, maybe he can match it again.
PBR rating is perfect.
He is. No, Lauren and I were talking about that tonight. He has a perfect passer rating.
Now, I always kind of wondered, what would be the highest scoring team if you took all the highest scoring players? Well, we decided to do it.
So
and your top QB was Tom Brady. Your top running backs would have been James Conner and Isaiah Corral. Freaking Corral. And then your wide receivers would have been OBJ and Robbie Anderson.
That's crazy. That second one's
Eric
a little
Ebron.
nuts.
Oh, yeah. Robbie Anderson kind of surprised me. Eric Ebron at tight end. Gurley, kicker, Graham Gano. Defense was a tie between the Bagels and Chiefs. If you had started those players in, let's say, a DraftKings or one of those type of things, you would have had 271.94 points and a half-point PPR.
That's absurd.
Yeah.
Anybody that had that...
You want to know a fun fact?
What?
Anderson was a surprise at number 2. You know who the number 3 wide receiver was?
Who's that?
Smith for the New Orleans Saints.
I didn't hear what you said there. What was that again?
It's Traquan Smith with the New Orleans Saints.
Who now? Who is that? Nobody knows.
He's a rookie wide receiver, and with Ted Ginn-Hurt, he took over that role. He caught the touchdown pass that let Drew Brees go beyond for most passing yards in a career. Fun fact is also Traquan Smith's first touchdown, which he won't get that ball because it will be in Canton, Ohio.
Yay, congratulations. You'll probably never do it again. All right, Brad, we're going to go ahead and move on to our injuries. Who's first up?
Okay. Brandon Cooks. He's in the concussion protocol for Matt. He got cleared through walkthrough. He's still going through it, so he's still questionable for Sunday.
All right, next up we have Rod for Will Fuller. Hamstring, played on Sunday, sorta. Keeti Cootie got dropped by me and had a wonderful week. So Fuller was kind of irrelevant. So we'll see how that goes.
And then next we have Rod with Will Fuller. Questionable to play on Sunday, but he's probable.
Okay, we just talked about Rod. We have Copro with T.Y. Hilton.
I had a moment.
Oh, wow,
Let's
Brad.
go to Copro with T.Y. Hilton. Pulled hamstring, doubtful for Sunday. They're saying he's week to week. He's not playing. And then Matt Breida, he suffered a mid to high ankle sprain. He's doubtful for Monday Night Football. Don't expect him to suit up either.
Yep, and then we have Vince with Leonard Fournette. Pulled hamstring, ruled out for week 6 already. He did it like Monday morning, did he not?
Yeah, they did it before the first injury report.
Yeah.
It's now being talked about that they're probably going to go ahead and shut him down all the way through week 9, which is their bye week, to week 10.
Well, looks like you passed on a stinker to Vince.
I would have picked up TJ Yeldon, though.
Yeah.
So at least Vince has that going for him. They
that
did bring in Jamal Charles, but I don't think it's going to affect anything.
I did that in our family league, and he was very nice to me last week in my flex. All right, we also have Lamar Miller for Vince. Active on Sunday, but did not play. Expected to be back week 6. So he got a big goose egg out of Lamar Miller, anybody that played him. But he should be good this week.
But Lamar Miller needs to watch his back because they're saying Dante Foreman may be activated week 7.
Yeah, he's be good to have in somebody's IR. Oh wait, we'll talk about that later.
It would be. Evan Ingram, he practiced at full speed, but they held him out for tonight. Pretty smart move by the Giants. No reason to rush him back on a short week. He'll get an extra Thursday night football game. He'll be back next week. Yeah. Adrian Peterson dislocated shoulder. Now they're saying it's strained. He said he played with it hurt, and that he doesn't care. He'll be out there in a cast if he has to. Adrian Peterson's playing.
Yeah, he's about money at this point. So he's going to do what he's got to do to keep making that moolah. Now we got Lovick for Dalvin Cook. Limited practice, questionable for Sunday.
He practiced in full today.
What is it?
I said he was limited yesterday.
Oh,
full today.
He was back to normal today? Okay.
All right. I believe that's what I just read.
Okay. And then we have Dave.
So they're saying he should play Sunday.
What is it?
They're saying he got upgraded to full on Thursday, and they're expecting him to start.
Yeah, if you're already full on Thursday, there's a whole nother practice normally on Fridays. Saturday's a day off. I don't think he's questionable at this point. I think he should be good. And then we have Day with Ted Ginn Jr. Did not play on Monday Night Football. Was out due to a knee injury, which is not.
He was out due to a knee issue, but he should be back next week.
He should. Who we have next, Brad?
Dixon with Giovanni Bernard. Of course, out with the sprained MCL. We know that, but he just has him as a hand to Mixon.
Yep.
Hit the hardest as usual. Greg Olsen, good news. He's coming back this week, but he's saying he's going to have surgery on his foot at season's end. Jenkins placed on the IR due to a core muscle injury, replaced by Niles Paul. And I don't know if you've seen this man, but his beard rivals that Fournette. It's manly.
He actually doesn't know who Leonard Fournette is because his beard is so awesome. He doesn't know people with worse beards than him.
That's probably appropriate.
Yeah.
And then Devontae Freeman battling a bone contusion, not in his knee, but in his foot. So this is new. They're saying he's doubtful for Sunday. They expect it to be a 1-week absence.
Yeah, that sounds like I don't want to run on that, and I'm a running back, and that's what I do all the time. Then we have Cooper Kupp for Mo. Concussion protocol cleared through walkthrough. So probably I'd see him be back on Sunday. I don't think he'll be out.
Yeah, same thing with Brandon Cooks. And then Deshaun Watson for me, day-to-day, the chest injury, probable for Sunday. He came back into the game and led him on that game-winning drive. Thank you, fantasy gods. And then with you, Stu, Chris Thompson, he had his ribs hurt on Monday Night Football. They've been pretty quiet about that one. They really haven't said much.
Well, and they kept him out the second half of the game completely. For precautionary reasons. They haven't ever really stated that it was a really bad injury. I think he just bruised them pretty bad, probably. Maybe even, may have broke one. But they kept him out. he's been practicing all week, so I don't see any problem. I think he did light practice on Tuesday, but I mean, I'm not worried about that. And then he's been full practice the rest of the week. So again, he's my backup for right now. So he seems fine. He'll be all right going forward.
Or the injuries. Other than that, that's all we have.
All right, Brad. Let's go to the.
Our trade recap's theme is handcuffs. Because that's all that was involved, man.
Yeah.
Love it. Traded Giovanni Bernard to Dixon for John Brown. And then you traded him, Latavius Murray, for Amari Cooper. Good job on you getting a player for Latavius Murray while you can.
Yep.
Give Lubbock the big A. I believe he upgraded his flex and at the same time got his handcuff.
Yeah.
That one really, really good.
I got rid of a useless running back that I didn't want on my team, and instead of dropping him, I got Amari Cooper.
Trade on your part. The only thing I hate about Amari Cooper is you put him in your lineup and you're like, well, I'm going to get points or I'm going to get nothing.
Well,
he's literally the fantasy whack-a-mole. He is what Vincent Jackson used to be.
Last year, I would have agreed, and I did, and you and I had a water bet on this. This year seems to be a little bit different. The games that he's been bad on, the analysts have predicted every single time. It tends to correlate it depends on how good of the corner that is going to be facing him that week. He faced last week. He had one of the third or fourth best corners in the league on him the entire time. He had a bad week. The week before that, he had the 28th best corner in the league, and he went off. So it tends to be matchup based for him, and that's what it seems like it's going to be throughout the season. As long as I can have a good matchup on my bye week that I need him, I don't care. He's a bye-week fill-in.
And that's what you're kind of looking for when you trade Latavius Murray. That's what you'll want. You want a week fill-in. Because that's I mean, if you get a player you can start in your lineup on bye weeks, you did good.
Yeah. No, I wanted a guy with upside that could go off, and he certainly is that. So, all right.
Those were the only trades we had.
Yeah, we're going to move to a brand new section. This is going to kind of be time, off and on, time and again. This week we've got Fantasy Court. All
Court
right.
is in session.
Yeah, Brad. So we're going to go over the court case, and then we're going to hear the ruling from our commissioner. Brad, let us hear what the court
I'm going to take place of that commissioner because we have Sam unavailable.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Then I'll explain what the case is, and Brad's going to rule on it. All right. In the case of Butthurt Fantasy Trades, we have Matt Shepard versus Stu Weiniger. Allegation, trade shenanigans. Stu asked if Matt would take player A and B for player C. Matt said he accepted the offer. Stu states it was not an official offer, but a question. All right, Brad, let's hear what our fantasy ruling is.
Fantasy ruling is nobody wins, and Sam gets players A, B, and C for a kicker.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. No, he's gonna be wrong. He's gonna be wrong. That is probably not gonna happen. Yeah, things happen. I think Brad and I have had this situation with each other. We've all had this situation with different players throughout the league. Matt got upset at me. I probably wasn't the nicest about it, but things happen. We all get excited about trade potential, and when it doesn't go through, we all can get our feelings hurt. So I think we're all good now. Nobody's seriously mad, it's fantasy football. But
And it's fine because y'all don't have to worry about trading those players because they will now be on Sam's team. And as Sam listens to this podcast, he will use his commissioner powers to move those players to his roster and give each of you a kicker. Which you need one, Stu, because Greg Zerlane, he's out for Sunday. So
he is.
That ruling is technically in your favor.
Yeah, I'm not liking it. No, because I still have to lose 2 players, and Matt only has to lose 1.
Sometimes you got to win some to lose some.
It's true. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move on to the Brad and Stu's. Who we got at number 12, Brad?
Sammy with an I.
Yeah, he's having a rough season, and I don't think I'm going to help him make it any better this week.
And you don't want to.
No.
And then number 11, Day.
Day, you're having some bad luck this year. You're having some bad add and drops this year. It's just not your year this year.
And then
we have
number 10,
CoPro. CoPro, you've had some chances to win. You've made some questionable decisions, like not play your best tight end in the entire league. And so that may have contributed to your loss last week.
A good chance this week with OBJ underperforming. At least he has a good shot.
Yeah, he could
move up the rankings.
You could go 3-3, and he could go 3-3, and just kind of even out. All right, at number 9, we've got Adam. You're having a great night tonight. Having a great night tonight. You've traded away some of your better assets, Ingram specifically, and it seems to be hurting you a little bit. We'll see if you can pull off the win this week, and we'll see how it goes.
Number 8, Big City himself, Vince.
Yeah, Vince. It's pretty impressive that you're as high as you are at number 8. Yeah, because I'm not a fan of your team personally. I like yours a little bit better than the next one, but they're pretty close to each other. At number 7, we have Matt.
Pepper, Mr. Not going to be setting his lineup because he's going to be playing pool in his house too much.
It's possible. That is a.
You're going to have time to set a lineup when you're trying to play 8-ball.
He's like, damn, I've been playing pool so much. Is it Thursday? Ah, damn, I should have set my guy up. Damn. That could happen. That could occur. At number 6, we have Rodney. Had some good trades. Seems to have a nice stable of running backs, if you will. He's got his rookie finally going off, so it seems like it's going to be a good week for him.
Yep. And yeah, Barkley's a beast. And then number 5, we got me, which as long as I'm top 6, I'm happy because that means I'm in the hunt for a playoff spot.
Yeah. It seems to be going okay for you tonight. Your team's still, holding on. Your team in general isn't based on one player and one player only, which kind of helps you out.
No.
So you should still be doing all right. And then number 4 is
Stu. You're number 4, Stu. You got a good, solid team. I think you should trade me your best players. You won't do it. I think you're wrong, and I hate you.
Yeah,
and number 3 is Lubbock.
Lubbock is got a solid team. Got a good team. Done some crazy good trades this year, and running back's a little rough for him right now. But I think he's gonna pull it out and be okay.
Lubbock, I want to go ahead and say I loved your videos of letting Amari Cooper go, and then when you let Gio go. I don't think they took it well, but then again, you guys end up hacking, man. I get it.
Yeah,
so,
I love that.
Props to you for getting rid of the scraps. So yeah, you gotta kick those losers off your team. Your team's only for winners. So I'm proud of you, Lubbock.
Sometimes you got to make those hard cuts. All right, and then number 2, we've got Dixon. Steady team, like great team. Seems like he's going to be okay through the buys. May need some losses for the rest of us to be able to trample over the top of you, but I don't know if that's going to happen this week. Could be close. At number 1, who do we got, Brad?
And then the man himself that loves the shanker.
I mean, thankfully,
the bearded one in Batesville, Mo.
Thankfully,
Mo, stop being number 1. I hate it.
He got the first loss though. That's what counts. That's what we all needed. We didn't need him going into week 6 with 5 wins, and only need 1 more to get into the playoffs. I mean, I don't think he's worrying at this point. But Mo, I'm just going to let you know right now. Me and Brad talked on Monday, and neither one of us thought you were going to lose. I'm pretty sure you didn't think you were going to lose. I'm pretty sure your opponent didn't think you were going to lose. So
I expect Alvin Kamara to have a 40 burger this Sunday because he's probably scared shitless after having to come to you and be like, "Yo, Mo, so I didn't put enough points for us to win." And I'm pretty sure just the stern look you gave him made him realize he has to go out and perform. So
yeah, that and I really, Rod,
wait, it's the bye week, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it is his bye week. Yeah, so he's not putting up a 40.
Well, it doesn't matter. Alvin Kamara's still going to score 40 points for Mo.
I think it's on the down low, but Ingram's not going to play week 7 because Mo sent him a shank basket and said if you play, all of these are going to be inside of you, including me.
Oh, it's one of the surprise shank baskets. You know, like you get the package now and you open it up, confetti shoots everywhere. Mm-hmm. Mo sent one, except it was shanks.
Shanks, yeah. I think that's called a landmine, but that's I'm not sure. We'll have to verify that later. All right, guys, I
believe Mo calls it a shank box.
A shank box. I don't want to know what a shank box is, Mo. Please do not clarify. All right, so guys, we're going to go ahead and
Ingram.
Go ahead and move on to the big waiver wire pickups and WAB budget. What do we got, Brad?
All right, Day, Pat spent a penny. He's got 100. Rod's got 90. Sam's got 80. Mo 79. Stu 74. Dixon 59. Vince 40. Copro 30. Adam 25. Matt 9. Lovick 9. Brad 5. That's your budgets. That's what we have. And available out there is, of course, Aaron Jones because Day dropped him. And you all should go max out and get him because if you don't, Stu's going to get him. So,
Brad is just mad because everybody in the league has probably already seen it. And everyone, including Lovick and Matt, are already betting 6 right now.
I think you all are horrible people. And I'm just going to take a moment to vent about you sinners and that y'all need some fancy Jesus because what y'all doing is wrong. You know I could use Aaron Jones on my team, and you're not going to let me have him. And I just don't think that's fair.
I think you're a sore loser, and you spent all your WAB way too early. You pre-WAB'd all over the place, and it's not our fault. All right, Brad, what's our top 5 waiver ads of the week?
5 waiver ads. Number 5, I gave it to myself. Not try to gloat a little bit, but Dante Foreman, running back for the Texans. Reports came out, activate him week 7, and they're saying he's recovering and good to go. Slipped him into my IR spot.
Slipped him right into that IR spot.
I'm pretty happy.
Hard. He slipped him right in that IR so hard in that IR spot.
And I actually sat there for a minute and thought about it. And then I realized I thought it was too good to be true. That he was still out there and wasn't in an IR spot. And yeah, so I went ahead and took advantage of that. I think people forgot about the IR spot.
Well, so, more than anything, I think they forgot about Foreman because he's been hurt all season. Back.
Because Lamar Miller is trash.
Yeah, he's having a bad year. At number 4, we've got Nakeem Hines, running back for the Colts. Adam picked him up. I like the pickup. I don't know that I want him as my – I guess with Carry-On out, Carry-On on the Colts.
Oh my gosh, Stu! I got to interrupt for a game-changing play. Odell Beckham just got a pass.
What did he get a pass for? 12 yards?
But it was for a first down, so that counts for 50 points.
Yeah, nope, no it doesn't. All right, number 3, we've got
damn.
Wendell Smallwood, running back for the Eagles, Dixon. I like this. I saw many tweets before the game tonight that he was the starting running back. That doesn't seem like that's come to fruition yet, but I like the play. I like him better than Corey Clement.
Yeah, it's kind of who you like. Number 2, Dixon. I like it. Jameis Winston, quarterback.
He got
plays
his boy.
Atlanta Falcons this Sunday. Oh, juicy matchup, juicy.
Hometown hero.
Yeah, I like it. Great matchup.
All right, and then at number 1, we've got Corey Clement, running back for the Eagles, Vince. Right now,
we're not good.
I mean, he's got 12.5 points this week. So, I mean, for a running back, that's not bad. And Vince needs it real bad. So, he spent some WAB that he had stored up, and he's doing all right. Smallwood only has 4 points this week. So, looks like he got the better one.
Well, I don't know. Next week, because Corey Clement is on a snap count tonight. So we will know next Sunday who the clear-cut running back is going to be moving forward. I would bet my money on Clement. How he outperformed Wendell Smallwood last year when the same role came about. But we will see moving forward. I like Smallwood. I like his game. He's a good receiving back. So we will see moving forward who's going to end up being that top running back. It could be a coin flip. It really could be. But we'll see.
All right. This week we don't have any new waiver or the water bets or liquor bets. It's been kind of a slow couple of weeks on that.
But we can do an update.
We've got Tyreek
Hill.
Yeah. Top 5 wide receiver liquor bet. I believe I bet that he would be a top 5, and Adam said no. And then that was a liquor bet. And then top 10 water bet, same thing, and I'm winning that one too. So hopefully that
He's currently ranked number 5. And your top 10 wide receivers before Thursday Night Football go as follows. You'd be happy to hear Adam Thielen's still number 1.
Yeah, he is.
DeAndre Hopkins, that makes me happy. Number 3, Michael Thomas. Number 4, Cooper Kupp. Number 5, Tyreek Hill. Number 6, OBJ. That makes me happy. Probably not after this week, though. 6, 8, Devontae Adams. 9, Antonio Brown. And number 10, Robert Woods.
That one's crazy. That one's nuts. Absolutely nuts.
You know what's crazy? I look at all these top 10 wide receivers, and all of these wide receivers are on a team with a winning record.
Yeah, they are. Are the Giants winning?
No, the Giants are down 34-13.
No. In general, like that, do they have a winning record?
So OBJ may get some garbage time. He may get some garbage time. That's what I'm hoping for. But let's go ahead and get to our matchup predictions.
All right, we've got
Brad and Stu's magical predictions of the week.
Prediction number 1. We've got Brad over CoPro. Brad seems to be picking up here in the second half of this Thursday game. His tight end is being a number 3 tight end like he's supposed to be. OBJ's not performing great this week, but he's at least trying to get him 10 points, if not more, this week. That's all Brad can ask for. If he can get a touchdown, he'll have a great night.
13.4 out of Zach Ertz. Right now I got 6.26 points out of Beckham. If I get a touchdown out of Beckham, I'm feeling pretty good just because the rest of my lineup has such good matchups. Yeah, this was the only matchup I was worried about with OBJ, so it doesn't surprise me he kind of had a down week.
All right, and then
Worried about was Zach Ertz.
We've got Rodney over Vince. Right now, it's running back versus running back on Thursday night for them, and it looks like Rod's winning it. So,
18 receiving yards from Saquon Barkley, and then Saquon Barkley will have 100 yards rushing and 100 yards receiving.
Yeah, and then Vince will weep in his sleep tonight. Congratulations on getting back. Sorry I didn't get to come see you this last week. I'm glad you got home safe.
We are happy that you got home safe. Please stay safe on the subway. I hope you like those subway gifs. I did. I thought they were pretty funny. But Stu, Barkley, 32.4 points.
Yeah.
And we still got a quarter to go.
Yeah. I could see him. I mean, they're behind. They do short dump passes to kind of catch up at the end there. He could get that 100 points for the receiving yardage also and have a 40 burger easy this week. It's not a problem. Vince is cursing his name right now, for sure.
There's a really good chance that Saquon Barkley has a 40 burger tonight.
That's what I'm saying. Dixon over Adam is our matchup number 3. Adam's having a pretty good night with Alshon and the Eagles defense. So 31 points for your defense.
Down to the night.
Yeah, I mean that 22 points for 2 touchdowns for Alshon. He had to wait for him to get off the IR, but it seems like it's worked out for Adam. I still think in the end Dixon's going to come back. He's just got a fuller team. He's got he's got Gurley. It's not fair. Mixon's back at full health. Robert Woods, Devontae Adams. I mean, that's 2 of the best wide receivers in the game right now. Personally, I like Jared Cooks. So I don't. It's a chance that Adam beats him, but I think Dixon's going to be all right this week.
I agree. I think Dixon's going to take it over on Sunday. And then our upset alert, Matt over Mo. It's going to happen.
Yeah, we looked at the matchups. We looked at how it's going. I mean, Matt right now on Thursday night, he's got 38 points. Of course, it is Wentz and his kicker. Kicker for 10 points. That's a great week out of a kicker. Wentz for 28 points. You cannot be mad at that. Yeah, I just think Matt's gonna. I think Matt's gonna sneak out. If he doesn't beat him bad, he's gonna get real close to just really close in points, and Matt's gonna win it.
We have another breaking Thursday night football play. Odell Beckham just returned a punt.
Got crazy for you there, Brad. You went up to 20 points. How are you doing it? How are you scoring this many points?
Hanging on. And then our next matchup, we have Lovick over Day.
I don't think anybody's shocked here. I don't think this is a stretch of the imagination. Data's kind of got a rough team, and Lovick's pretty solid.
And the same for the next one. We have Stu over Sam.
Yeah, Sam. I did give you your first win in the fantasy baseball league we did this year. That will not be happening in fantasy football. Anything I can do to prevent that will not be happening.
Oh, man. Do you hear that, Sam? Do you hear that trash talk? Do you hear that? That man is talking trash about you, your family, your loved ones, your friends, your dog that died when you were 5 years old. Do something trash. I wouldn't take that. I'd send him an audit. I'd audit Stu. That's what I would do, Sam.
Hey,
I wouldn't take that type of trash talk.
Brad, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to enjoy my audit with Aaron Jones on my team. That's what I'm going to do.
See, yeah, that hurts. That cuts deep. That cuts deep, Stu.
Because you know why? I have 6
Aaron
points
Jones,
I can spend.
So Stu doesn't have them. That's what y'all need to do. Y'all need to do this for Brad. Y'all need to rise up and be like, Stu, not today, not on my watch, and do max bids on Aaron Jones.
Hey, Brad, you know what's funny? Nobody's gonna. Everybody in the entire league can have Aaron Jones, but you.
Bad. Because my roster is where his home is.
It's not where it's going to be.
You're taking Aaron Jones from his home. You're taking Aaron Jones from his home. If you cut to Aaron Jones highlights, and he's not on my team, the only song that's going to be played in the background of his highlights is going to be that song "Eyes of an Angel" from the puppy commercial. Because he's going to be sad that he is not on my lineup and that he doesn't have a home. Because y'all's roster is not his home.
Did you just say it's sad because he's not on your mom?
Sure.
Mom? Is that the word you're using?
Roster. My mom is a nice lady.
Your mom's a nice lady and she likes Aaron Jones? Okay. I mean, I mean, he can still visit her even if he's on my roster. I mean, I'm not going to object.
He can visit my mom as long as he's on my roster. Then he has my permission, but he's got to be on my roster. He can be my stepdad. I just want him on my roster to score touchdowns.
Yeah, fantasy doesn't work that way. Just because you're your stepdad doesn't mean he gets to be on your fantasy roster. That's not how that works.
Saquon Barkley now with 140 yards rushing.
Oh, God. 33 points. God. I wouldn't know what it's like to have a guy that scores 33 points by himself. Oh, wait. Yeah, I do. Anyways, guys, I think that's all we got for you guys today. You guys have a wonderful week. Brad, you got anything?
Go out, max out your bids on Aaron Jones. And Sam, you should audit Stu. That's it.
Brad's just jelly. Anyways, guys, we'll talk to you guys later.
Have a good night.